Welcome to viewers. This is ERi-TV bringing you the latest news from around the world. And these are the ones making the top stories for today. Students' weeks organized in the Ansaba and Northern Red Sea regions. Training on administration and leadership in Massawa. France to recall ambassador and expel 12 Algerian diplomats. And China posted 5.4% GDP growth in the first quarter. In your domestic reports, students' cultural, educational and sports weeks were organized in the Hamel Malo and Haga subzones in the Ansawa region, as well as in the Nafa and Massawa subzones in the Northern Red Sea region. The events in which thousands of students participated included sports competitions, general knowledge contests, educational presentations and innovation displays. Administrators of the subzones stated that these events, which are part of the academic program, will make a significant contribution by enabling students to demonstrate both theoretical and practical knowledge, while also facilitating experience sharing among peers. They also expressed their readiness to play their part in ensuring the sustainability of the program. School directors in the respective subzones emphasized that the program provided an excellent platform for students to discover and develop their talents. They further called on the public to enhance their participation and support to ensure the continuity of such initiatives. In other news, the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in the Massawa subzone organized a 2-month training program on administration and leadership for 47 outstanding female students. Mr. Dawit Taglom, head of the union branch in the subzone, stated that in addition to training on administration and leadership, sessions were also delivered on the importance of improving female students' educational performance, gender equality, and the negative consequences of female genital mutilation and underage marriages. He also commended those who contributed to the successful implementation of the program. Mr. Haile Asfaha, administrator of the subzone, noted that the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch has been making commendable efforts to develop the overall capacity of the youth in the area. He called for intensified efforts to further enhance the empowerment and development of female students. In related news, the Ministry of Agriculture's branch in the Northern Red Sea region provided a training on documentation, financial and material management and other relevant topics to 42 staff members from all the subzones of the region. Mr. Mikael Tekie, Director General of Agriculture and Land in the region, urged the trainees to develop the knowledge they gained by applying it in practice to facilitate daily operations in their respective workplaces. A representative of the trainees expressed appreciation for the training opportunity and conveyed their commitment to implement the knowledge acquired in delivering efficient and timely services to the public. The viewers will be back shortly with their international reports and more. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the program. France announced yesterday, Tuesday, April 15, that France will recall its ambassador to Algeria and expel 12 Algerian diplomatic staff stationed in France. The decision was made as a reciprocal move after Algeria ordered 12 French diplomats to leave the country within 48 hours on Monday. Relations between France and Algeria have deteriorated in recent months. Although both sides expressed a willingness to improve ties, tensions escalated after France accused a consular official over suspected involvement in the 2024 abduction of an Algerian government opponent. The Algerian government has repeatedly accused France of meddling in the internal affairs of the country. Coming to China now, the country's economic growth, or rather economy, grew 5.4% in January to March quarter. The country's statistic agency has said this is a stronger than expected performance that comes as exporters are bracing for the fallout of United States President Donald Trump's punishing tariffs. Industrial output rose 6.5%, the biggest gain among individual sectors, while the service sector expanded 5.3%, the National Bureau of Statistics of China said today. Retail sales and agricultural production grew 4.6% and 4.0% respectively. The economic figures come as the U.S. and China, the world's two largest economies, are locked in an escalating trade war that threatens to shake the foundations of the global economy. Trump has hit China with a 145% tariff while opening the door to further trade restrictions on some of its biggest exports, including semiconductors and critical minerals. China has retaliated with a 125% duty on U.S. goods, pledging to fight to the end if Washington continues to escalate its trade salvos. On today's final report, the EU will once again delay plans to eliminate its dependence on Russian energy. Originally scheduled for release in February, a roadmap detailing steps for cutting the EU's energy reliance on Russia by 2027 was first put off until March and is now expected to be unveiled in May. The development comes as EU industry leaders have suggested a resumption of gas purchases from Russia, as major industries are facing severe crisis in energy needs and urgently want to return to affordable Russian gas. Many EU companies are already seeking legal mechanisms that could enable them to break long-term Russian gas contracts without facing hefty penalties from Moscow. Although Russian pipeline gas supplies to the EU have plummeted since 2022, the bloc ramped up the imports of liquefied natural gas from Russia. In 2024, Russia still accounted for around 20% of the bloc's total gas and liquefied natural gas supply. This is according to various estimates. And now a quick reminder of the top stories. Students' weeks organized in the Ansaba and Northern Red Sea regions. Training on administration and leadership in Massawa. France to recall ambassador and expel 12 Algerian diplomats. And China posted 5.4% GDP growth in the first quarter. Well, that was it for today, dear viewers. Thanks for watching.